And free throw there for Rigel is up and good. And John Rigel now in the scorebook for the first time today. 2:55 left in the half. La Crosse Central 36, Marshfield. Second one for Rigel. Second one is out to the 9-minute mark with La Crosse tempo from there. Big fouls. Meverton with 3 fouls. Trouble in the second half. They've had trouble good. Loose ball there, and we're going to have here, and much to the delight of Coach Scheuer, jump. Okay. So Coach Scheuer been somewhat upset with the officiating to this point. Might level. Charging from here on out. So whether the game's being called tight or not for me to say. It looks like it is a little. Lunch cheer erupts here. 2:02. Miller now his second. He's had all 3 today, and now he's 4 for 4 from the line. Is Reed Miller. Jordan Davis now with his brother Johnny on. For 2 minutes. 24. La Crosse Marshfield. For Marshfield. Postuluk cut off there. Miller, deep 3 on the way for Reed Miller off the front of the rim. Nice hustle by Brant Bowman. The ball is saved into Miller. Postuluk wide open for 3. Delivers in! Anthony Postuluk. Timber! Cut the deficit to 9. They're under 10. All the way back to Jordan Davis as we're under 50 seconds to play. 9-point La Crosse lead. Ball ends up as it almost always does. No. Jordan Davis connects. Count. Jordan Davis's shot does. And Field has felt that they've been wronged all game long from the officials. Started getting some calls there late. Ball in from Jordan to Johnny. Johnny up and good. 8-foot jump shot is pure for sophomore Johnny Davis. Bowman rises for three. Off the back, no good. Thompson traveled there, yep, and he'll be called with a travel. Terrence Thompson got caught in between. He was hustling for the loose ball. That's job number one. Just not able to control his body as he was headed out of bounds. And it's a turnover. Marshfield will inbound here. From under their own basket, Miller with it up top. Gets it to Meverden. Meverden, Anderson. Anderson jab step no. Jordan Davis stays put there. Both Meverden and Anderson with 3 fouls coming into the second half for Marshfield. It was a tough go foul-wise for Marshfield as Miller takes Davis, gets him up and off his feet. Over Thompson short though. And Johnny Davis speeds down the court with the ball, gets it in to Hayden. Hayden up and good! And one for David Hayden. And the Red Raiders, 4 quick points to start the second half. Okay, see if we can get the clock up now. Hayden now on his foul shot. Yes, a 3-point play for David Hayden, and 43-27 here in the early goings of the second half. La Crosse Central is up. Miller now gets the ball over to Bowman. Bowman near wing, looks into Anderson, finds him there. Johnny Davis on him. Anderson baseline, turns, spins over Thompson. No, off the backboard. That shot altered off of Terrence Thompson. Now Parcher with the drive. No. Reed Miller rebound as Jordan Davis swatted at him. And Miller now collects himself and starts now on the Tiger offensive set. And they're down 43-17, just 2 minutes into the second half. Bram Bowman lines up a three, no, off the back of the rim. Thompson rubs down the rebound, and off they come the other way. Hayden got Meverden off his feet, nothing about it though. Parcher down to Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis squares from 10 and good from the baseline. Nice shot there by Johnny Davis. He shows his basketball acumen and his special gift on the basketball floor as he's been courted by University of Wisconsin, UNLV, Green Bay, and a host of others in only his sophomore season for La Crosse Central. Bowman now. We're going to have a foul call down low. That's going to be on Terrence Thompson. Foul on number 21 Thompson as he was battling Urban down low. I'm sorry, Jordan Davis called with the foul. Second foul on Jordan. Thompson was hanging his head like the foul was hung on him, but not the case as they pull the trigger on 24, Jordan Davis. Meverden into Postuluk. Anthony Postuluk wears number 20, dribbles at the top, guarded by the 6'7" Terrence Thompson as Seth Anderson up, and the ball swatted from underneath and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. We're going to have to run commercials. Okay. Okay, Postuluk into Anderson. Anderson now dribbles his way, drop step, turns, spins, no good. Anderson, nice moves in the lane today, but not able to connect on most of them. Thompson now battled for the ball. Johnny Davis up, and he's fouled by Reed Miller on his way up, and Johnny Davis will go to the free throw line for 2.
Team second. Johnny Davis shooting.
Davis on the front end of his shooting fouls. First is up and good. Davis now 6 for 6 from the free throw line today. He's been perfect from the stripe. 7th one is up and good. Johnny Davis doing his thing on the basketball court here today. He's got 16 points on the game. And La Crosse Central up by 20. Their biggest lead of the game, 47-27. We are 3 minutes in. Postuluk rises for 3, in and out. Johnny Davis with the rebound all the way down to Thompson, leaked out. He crashes in, no. Miller contested. Jordan Davis with the ball, put back up and good. And we'll have a quick timeout here with Marshfield really up against it here early. Essentially the same way that La Crosse started the first half, a big run. They were out to a 12-2 lead in the first half, and they rush out to a big second half margin, push their margin to 22. It's 49-27. We're brought to you today by Little Sprouts Learning Garden, located inside Auburndale Elementary. Open year-round, ages 5 to 11 welcome during non-school days. Summer enrollment is available now. Call 715-451-1512. Also brought to you today by V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere. Sport and Spine Clinic of Marshfield and Auburndale. It's your choice. You get a referral. Make sure to tell them you want to see Sport and Spine Clinic. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Abbey Bank, helping communities all across central Wisconsin. Forward Financial Bank. And Security Healthland. Thank you to our season-long sponsors. With them, it makes all of this possible for us to bring you these live events. We are at Spash High School in Stevens Point. Sectional final. Winner goes to state. Number 1 seed and number 4 ranked in the state, La Crosse Central Red Raiders, up over the 5 seed Marshfield Tigers, 49-27, 14:38 left in the second half. Miller now in with the ball, and Marshfield out of that timeout has to find a way to dig themselves out of a 22-point hole with only 14 and a half minutes left in the game. It would be a comeback for the ages as hesitation by Postuluk runs into Parcher, loses the ball. Parcher now, fast break. It goes all the way coast to coast for Noah Parcher. First rule of basketball is stop the ball, and Marshfield watched Parcher sprint down the court. Easy basket for Noah Parcher. Bowman now baseline up off the front of the rim, no. Rebound off of Meverden's hand, and Parcher with the rebound. Jordan Davis lines up a 3 just long there. Anderson with the rebound. Looking to push. Bowman gets it into Meverden. Meverden bounce pass to Postuluk. Hesitates, gets all the way in. Miller or Anderson for the 3, no, off the front. Seth's had a challenging shooting day. Euro step there by Parcher. Foul called on Reed Miller. Very good use of the Euro step there by Parcher. Able to get around Miller, get the foul called, and he'll shoot 2 free throws from there. Parcher holding his thigh a little bit after that, as that's what banged into Miller's knee. Shot is up and good for Parcher. Red Raiders without a miss from the free throw line today. They are perfect shooting free throws here in this sectional final, and a big reason why they're up 52-27. We will see David Hayden check in for Jordan Davis. Number 2 is Hayden for the Red Raiders. Second one for Parcher is good. $15 for 15 from the free throw line are the Red Raiders today, as Anderson spins in the lane, and he's called for a travel there. Found a 6'7" Thompson waiting for him in the lane, spun, dragged his pivot foot, and called for the travel. So Meverden out, and Tommy Olson in for the Tigers. 13-20, 53-27 La Crosse Central.
Central ball number 21, Terrence Thompson. Correction.
Foul. There was a foul called there. Not exactly sure what the discrepancy is.
Marshfield number 21.
All right, 21, Rigel, the foul was called on. They mistakenly assessed it for about 2 seconds to Terrence Thompson. There can't be a foul and an inbound for the same team, so they've got that quickly corrected. Johnny Davis now wears number 30 at the top of the key. Looks in over Rigel, gets the ball over to DeAndre Davis. Hayden finds a streaking Johnny Davis in. Off the backboard is up and good. Johnny Davis, nice curl into the lane there, and able to carry his momentum with him towards the basket. Nice shot, nice touch by Johnny Davis. Easy to see why he is sought after by Division I schools all across the land. Olsen over to Bowman. Bowman inside now to Rigel. He's stopped there by Parcher. Olsen passed up the shot. Anderson stares down Thompson. No. Given to Postoluk. Anderson, long three. Timber! Seth Anderson. And a look of half disgust and half just, I'm glad I made the shot. And quickly, David Hayden with the ball. It's been a frustrating night from the field for Anderson for Marshfield. He just look of relief and disgust all at the same time that finally my shot went in. But only a 1 point margin there as La Crosse able to get back down the court right away and score. That three, no good. Terrence Thompson now in the leak out. Bowman in with the hand, and he's going to be called with a foul on the streaking Terrence Thompson. He was headed to the rack. But Bowman had no choice but to reach in and stop the ball and stop Thompson. 5 team fouls already for Marshfield. This is exactly the position they were in the first half, with team fouls mounting already for the Tigers. Rachel from the Zaleski Sports Show having her name chanted here as she's behind the camera today with our production and doing a fine job. There is Rachel, and she was rewarded by the Marshfield student section with a chant. I don't know what else it could have been. Thompson makes good on his first. Steps in line now for his 4th free throw of the night. He's 3 for 3 from the line and 4 for 4 now. So amazing free throw shooting here by the Red Raiders. They are 17 for 17 in this game and really doing everything in this game. It's an amazing performance from the free throw line here in this sectional final by La Crosse Central. Take a look here at another sectional final going on up in Anago as Bowman lets a three loose and good. Brant Bowman there for 3. His 5th point of the night. And we take a look up in Anago, and it's Green Bay Lutheran up over Marshfield or Columbus Catholic, 46-41, and 4:17 left in that game as Johnny Davis connects again. Marshfield, no answer defensively for the Red Raiders all game. And the Red Raiders now reaching the 60-point mark with 61 points now in the game. Anderson curls, left wing, in and out. Rebound tip back to Anderson. Anderson drives, and boy, a charge. They were going to call a block, I'm sorry. They were going to call the charge on Anderson. They talked about it, and they're still talking about it right now. A charge was called for or at least the motion into a charge was called ever so briefly by the official. Change it to a block. And now they're going to talk about if that was a shooting foul or not.
Basket good.
All right, we're going to count the basket there. So Anderson gets the continuation. And one free throw coming up now for Seth. Anderson with 13 points on the night, on the afternoon, on my pardon, leads all Tigers with 13.
That falls on number 3, DeAndre Davis of Crosse Central. His 3rd personal.
Again, Columbus Catholic trails Green Bay Lutheran 46-41, 3:35 left to go in that game. Anderson's shot on the way and good.
Number 21, Terrence Thompson back into the Red Raiders. Also back in for the Tigers, number 4, Green Miller, and number 21, John Rigel.
All right, so 61-36, 10:48 left in the game. Trip to state on the line. The winner of this will advance to the state semifinal. That game will take place late Friday morning. And we'll have a timeout here called by La Crosse Central, and take that opportunity to again say thanks and thank you for your patience today as we work to get this live stream up. And live TV sometimes will have have some of those issues. We experienced a couple of those issues early on. We've got it all straightened out now. As we are at 10:40 left in the game. La Crosse Central, number 1 seed, number 4 ranked team in the state, up 61-36 over the 5 seed Marshfield Tigers. I think it's safe to say most people did not expect this Tiger team to reach a sectional final. They are here though. They're competing. But tall task ahead of them as they're down by 25 points. And with the way this game has gone, tough to see how a comeback would happen. But still plenty of time, 10:40 left in the game. So we'll inbound, or entry pass to Thompson, kicks it back out to Austin on the way. No, three-pointer short. Miller with the rebound. Anderson down to Bowman in the corner. Tiger mascot looking on, cheering right behind him. Miller now with the ball over to Rigel. Back to Anderson. Man-to-man defense here put on by the Red Raiders. Actually, it's a 2-3 zone. They're just really aggressive with that zone. Miller's three is in and out, no good. Parcher with the rebound. Very active 2-3 zone there. Very nice job by the Red Raiders, able to close out on those passes by the Tigers and affected Miller's shot. Jordan Davis here with the ball. Gets it out to Austin. Twin Johnny on the bench. Austin eyed up a three, passed on it. Red Raiders very patient here, knowing that the clock is with them. Terrence Thompson in the ball. He's triple teamed with the ball inside, still takes it up. And we're going to have an offensive foul on La Crosse Central. That foul on Brecken Austin. It's only his first, and it's only the third team foul for La Crosse Central here in the second half. So no foul danger for the Red Raiders here as they work down the stretch as we near the 9-minute mark in the game. 61-36, Red Raiders over the Tigers. Bowman with the ball here, near wing. Guarded by Hayden. Meverton drives, tipped, stolen. Jordan Davis now, fast break. Anderson on him, contested. That shot deflected, and Jordan Davis hurt on the baseline down here. He's holding his head. And we've got a injured Jordan Davis here as his head went into the steps on the bleachers. No, keep it here. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor here while that situation is figured out there. He went sliding, as did Seth Anderson. Both players went sliding towards the bleachers on the baseline. And it looks as though Davis with the worst of that. His shot was partially blocked as he was defended by Anderson. Davis is up. Jordan Davis is up and walks back to the bench under his own power there. As he's going to take a seat there and have team officials will have a look at him to make sure he's okay. And it looked like he slid in sideways, but his forehead may have connected with the base of the bleachers there on the baseline. And he'll take a breather there on the Red Raider bench. Postuluk comes in for Rigel for Marshfield. Again, 61-36, 8:49 left in the half. Meverton inbounds under the Tiger basket into Postuluk. Postuluk looked over Davis temporarily, and Anderson rises over Thompson. Good. Anderson with 8 points in the half, 18 on the game, leads all Tigers with 18. Going the other way here, Johnny Davis leads all scorers with 20. We got a foul on the floor. Got a hold is going to be called on Johnny Davis, number 30. And players are barking here a little bit. Not exactly sure what that's all about. A lot on the line here, a lot of emotions in this game. And when you've got a large margin like this, sometimes that gives you extra time to think about the score rather than just competing on the floor. We had 3 players on the floor, and add that all up, and sometimes you get a miniature confrontation is what I call that. Nothing to be concerned about. Jordan Davis back on the floor, and he'll get a nice round of applause as he's good to go now. So both Davis brothers on the on the floor for the Red Raiders. Meverden into Postoluk, lines up a three, fires it right away, in and out. Ball tipped up and grabbed by Bowman. Reed Miller now drives in the lane and gives the ball right to Hayden. Hayden really with interception there. Nice spin move. Anderson with the block. Not today. And another turnover there as Anderson didn't see Jordan Davis sprinting down to get in front of Reed Miller. And we'll settle things down here as we reach the 8-minute mark. Another tip pass, good hands there by Anthony Postoluk, and Anderson with the ball. Gets it down to Bowman. Bowman fires a three, that's off. That was contested by Hayden, and shot was not blocked, but just may have been altered out of the hand of Bowman. And back-to-back empty possessions there for the Tigers, and when you're down by this margin, you need to convert. Can't have too many empty possessions. They had two there. 61-38, 7:25 left in the game. Davis pops, no. Rebound up, good. And the shot is good. Hayden, nice offensive rebound by the 5'10 Hayden, battling inside. Grabs the rebound, and second chance points for the Red Raiders. Anderson, off balance shot there. It was contested as he went up. Columbus Catholic down by 6, 50-44, 2:44 left in the game. Number 1 seed Columbus Catholic, number 3 seed is Green Bay Lutheran. Columbus with the ball, down by 6. Again, ZaleskiSports.com, head on over there and you can check in on that game. That game a little bit closer than this game appears to be right now. Jordan Davis watches Hayden go, lets him go. Terrence Thompson out on the top. 6:15 left in the game. 63-38 remains the score. Hayden with the drive, Miller with the block. So we've had a couple blocks here by the Tigers, and Bowman into Anderson, up and good. Seth Anderson. Little momentum here for the Tigers, but they're going to need a lot of momentum as we're under 6 minutes to play and they're down by 23. Red Raiders very comfortable here, letting this clock wind, and 23 points, so nothing between them and the berth to state except 5:15 left on the clock. Parcher in and up, and no, Miller rebound. Parcher shot just a bit strong. Miller wheels it back around and looks to set up the offense. Meverden drive, and he's cut off by Parcher. Parcher called with a foul. Only the 5th team foul. So no free throws upcoming here. 5:01 left in the game. Columbus Catholic now down by 5, under 2 minutes to play in that game. And Meverden, again, passed up a couple semi-open looks. You're not going to get a wide open look here against the Red Raider defense, and that ball there defended by Parcher all the way over to Postoluk. Hesitates, drives, kicks it out. Meverden, 3 on the way. No. Postoluk, rebound was in his hand for a moment. Terrence Thompson, though, ripped it away. And Red Raiders now with 4:35 left, up by 23. Johnny Davis on the take, foul on the floor. Meverden with the block, and that's Meverden's 4th.
Second foul number 1, Isaac Meverden. His 4th personal. Checking for Marshfield for 21.
Meverden's only his first foul of the second half. He had 3, and really 3 quick ones. He had 3 before the 10-minute mark in the first half, and able to play a little bit more controlled here in the second half. Again, the whistles were used frequently in the first half by the officials, and it went both ways. It was not, for a large part of that first half, Coach Scheuer very upset, felt all the calls were going against him. There were 20 fouls in the first half, and 60% of those were assessed to Marshfield, about 40% assessed to La Crosse Central. So just an aggressive game in that first half. Again, as we take a look at Columbus Catholic, down by 6 with 1:26 left to play. They're down 52-46. Shooting free throws, though, and you can jump over to that game, SaleskiSports.com, click on the link, and watch the final 122 of that game, as we still have about 4 minutes to go here in this contest. A little bit wider margin here. Yeah, thanks to our sponsors today, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale, V&H Automotive in Marshfield, Nasonville Dairy, Abbey Bank, Sport and Spine Clinic of Marshfield and Auburndale, Security Health Plan, and Forward Financial. Make sure to thank those sponsors in person. They're the ones who make this broadcast possible, along with many, many others that have joined us all season long. We near 4 minutes left to play. Still a 23-point advantage for the Red Raiders, as they are in no hurry here to get a shot off. They are very comfortable here, running as much clock as the Tiger defense will allow. Parcher drops it off to Jordan Davis, up and good.
Jordan Davis.
Meverton over to Miller. Miller 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no. Rebound, bounced around, finally brought down by Rigel. Rigel drives in, up off the backboard and good. Rigel's first points in the second half. He's got 4 today. But Marshfield just traded baskets there, and a net 0 over the last 2 minutes for the Tigers. So. And we're going to have a foul down low here on Marshfield. That'll send the Red Raiders to the line. Again, Central is 18 for 18 from the line tonight. They are perfect. All 18 free throws up and good. And when you've got a 23-point lead and 18 out of 18 from the free throw line, that math makes sense to anybody. And that one is good. 19 of 19 now for the Red Raiders, and putting on a free throw shooting clinic here at Spash High School. I don't know. And that one up and good. 19 for 19. Just don't see that very often at any level. Bowman out to Postuluk. Postuluk again with Thompson on him. Thompson's able to come out and guard against that. 2-3 matchup zone here as Anderson spins. Cut off there by Johnny Davis. Gets it all the way over to Postuluk. In the corner is Bowman. Looks into streaking Miller. Past that opportunity up. Three on the way for Bowman, off. And Thompson with the rebound, and we're 2:40 left in the game. Things coming to a conclusion in Anago today as Green Bay New Lutheran 54, Columbus 48. It's a 6-point discrepancy. Green Bay at the line with 34 seconds to go. We've got the very real possibility here of both Marshfield teams, their seasons coming to an end today. Reed Miller gets a nice ovation from the crowd as he picks up his 5th foul. And he is fouled out of this game. Miller will end the night end the afternoon with 10 points. 10 points tonight for Reed Miller in this sectional final game. Davis now up and good. That's the 20th made free throw out of 20 attempts for the Red Raiders. Shot up and good. if I would have known this was going to happen, I would have put a recording out every time La Crosse Central would attempt a free throw. And this is really unexpected. That shot blocked from behind as Meverden rose up. Parcher able to get it up and block that shot. La Crosse Central with the rebound. Again, we take another look in at Columbus Catholic. Now down by 4, 29 seconds left. And Green Bay Lutheran back at the line. Jordan Davis spins in lane. That ball taken away by Rigel. Meverden now races up ahead. And that ball might have been tipped there by Jordan Davis. We'll see what the call is here. As we get all starters now for La Crosse Central out of the game, and a much deserved standing ovation for their starting 5 for the Red Raiders. And we are staring down the barrel of having a standing ovation made here very shortly for some Marshfield seniors. One of them is number 11, Seth Anderson, as their high school basketball careers will come to an end here today at Spash High School. Anderson saves that ball, gets it right back to him. He's up and good. And Seth Anderson is going to end his high school basketball career with an and-one opportunity as he heads to the line.
Basket's good by Seth Anderson.
Okay, I'm headed down.
Taking for Marshfield, number 12. Sam Hinson. Number 21. Joey Nettle.
Okay, just. All right, and we see there Anderson come out of the game for the last time here as a high school basketball player. Sorry, guys. And I will begin my trek now down to the court as we will talk to our winners tonight. And, congratulate them on a job well done. La Crosse Central will head to the state semifinal. That game will take place late Friday morning. And we will head down to the court here and take a look in. And Columbus Catholic is out. Green Bay New Lutheran 57, Columbus Catholic 56. The Marshfield Columbus run comes to an end tonight as well. So both Marshfield teams now out. And we take a look here at the end of this game.
Central, number 10, Isaac Goldstein,
hey guys.
number 14, Cameron Sahegi, Randall.
We got 1 minute left here in the game. 70-47. Marshfield will fall here. Their playoff run comes to an end today at Spash High School here in Stevens Point. Again, make sure to stay tuned post-game. We will talk to La Crosse Central head coach Todd Fergutt. We'll also talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Johnny Davis. We'll get their thoughts on today's game and as they prepare for the state semifinal on Friday. Clock now ticks under 1 minute to play. Tiger reserves now getting playoff experience and could be valuable. You never know what's going to happen in the future with the basketball team, and so get some experience while you can. And a three-pointer there. Nice moment there for these Tiger reserves to get in and even score points here as we're under 30 seconds to play. We'll again stay here for post-game. We'll talk to La Crosse Central coach Todd Fergutt, and we'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Johnny Davis. All that comes up here in the post-game. And we'll watch the celebration here. It's always fun, no matter who you cheer for. it's always something fun to take a look at and admire another team's, or just any team's accomplishment as they advance to state final. Something to bear in mind, 5 divisions here in the state of Wisconsin, and there will only be 5 champions crowned. Start with a couple hundred teams at the start of the season, and it gets narrowed all the way down to 5. So many teams don't make it, and many teams give it their best shot for sure. And well, that's going to result in a lot of disappointment for a lot of teams. Yet again, the way that the tournament works, there can only be one winner. But there can be a lot of good experiences had, and I know these players have had a lot of good experiences as these things as this game now winds to a close. And we're going to have a free throw here. We got 1.8 seconds left. Have a free throw attempt here.
Central foul on number 12, Abe Roth, is first.
Coach Ferget there getting a kick out of the student sections, asking for a three-peat, and I'm sure that's what they have planned. As we take a look there, free throw made, 72-51 is our score right now. We've got 1.8 seconds left, and after this free throw here, the game will end as soon as the ball is touched in, and the touch is made, and the clock is up, and that is that. We've got
your final score.
A final score here, 72-52. Crosse Central over Marshfield, and they will head to the state championship. If we take a look at these guys again, we've got awards presentation, we've got all kinds of stuff left, so we're going to have fun right here. So stay tuned, stick tight with us here. We'll get some post-game reaction, and then we'll bring our broadcast to a close. Thanks again for sticking with us today. We had a little bit of trouble there in the first half, but we're fully functional now. And we bring in the teams here for some final comments as they now begin to prepare for their state championship run here in 2018. La Crosse Central, 2 games away. 2 games separate them and a gold ball in Division II. They're going to have the guys here come back to their respective benches here as they begin the award ceremonies.
Congratulations to both teams on an exceptional season.
I'll going to regain my position here and get out of the way.
Where Smash Athletic Director Michael Blair will present the sectional awards. Now introducing the members of the sectional runner-up team from Marshfield High School. Number 1, Isaac Meverden. Number 2, Brent Bowman. Number 3, Tommy Olson. Number 4, Reed Miller. Number 11, Seth Anderson. Number 12, Sam Hinson. Number 14, Preston Wagner. Number 20, Anthony Postolek. Number 21, John Reigel. Number 22, Cody Court. Number 31, Joey Gettle. And number 34, Grant Urban. Congratulations, Marshfield High School, on a great season. Now, introducing the members of sectional champion, the La Crosse Central Red Raiders. Number 2, David Hayden. Number 3, DeAndre Davis. Number 4, Jacob Service. Number 10, Isaac Goldstein. Number 12, Aiden Roth. Number 14, Cameron Sahagian Crandall. Number 15, Cole Koopman. Number 20, Clayton Phillips. Number 21, Terrence Thompson. Number 22, Noah Parcher. Number 24, Jordan Davis. Number 25, Brecken Austin. Number 30, Johnny Davis. Number 32, Charlie Savage. And number 34, Tyrese Schultz. At this time, would Coach Ferguson please come forward and accept your championship plaque. Congratulations to Crosse Central High School. Good luck next week at the state tournament.
All right, we take a look here at the sectional final champion Crosse Central Red Raiders, and they get their photograph moments here, and looking good for the pictures. Very nice job. Congratulations to these guys. Again, we're going to talk to Coach Ferguson here and get his thoughts on the game as his guys now have some time to prepare and get ready for their state championship run here. Pretty cool moment. You see trophy presentations. Again, no matter who you root for, it's always something to be proud of. And these guys, they work hard all season to get these accomplishments. And speaking of hard work here, we'll talk to Coach Ferguson. Coach, thanks for joining us here post-game. You got out to an early lead, 12-2. Really never looked back. Just tell us about the game as you saw it today.
Well, you know, Marshfield, very talented team. Coach Scheuer, as I said earlier, does a phenomenal job. So, you know, we were lucky to get off to a good start against them, but they fought their way back, and, you know, it was a single-digit game there right before half, and, you know, we hit that big three for the buzzer, so I thought that helped us a little bit. I liked that our guys came out to start the second half. We went on a little bit of a run, created a little bit of a cushion, and then they hit some shots as the second half went on and got back into it a little bit. But I just want to give Marshfield a ton of credit. Those kids play extremely hard, play extremely well, and as I said, Coach Scheuer and his staff do a phenomenal job.
Got a few days off now between now and Friday. Just take us through the schedule as you know it right now between now and the Kohl Center on Friday morning.
Well, we're going to have a couple practices, no question about that. But, you know, we want our guys to enjoy this. This is a special thing for them, and you know, everyone is unique and everyone is kind of in its own way. It's an individual thing we want these kids to go through and appreciate. And so we'll enjoy it. We'll get back to work on Monday and see what we can do here moving forward.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
You got it. All right, that was Coach Todd Ferguson here. Again, we will talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Johnny Davis, coming up here in just a moment. We'll go track down Mr. Davis as he finishes celebrating here with his classmates. And we'll get a comment here, see if we can find him right now. Hey, Johnny. Couple questions? Yeah, good. Okay. Jason with the Zaleski Sports Show. We do a sports show here in Central Wisconsin. You're our player of the game. Right. So if you wouldn't mind, you can even throw that on.
All right, I'll put it on.
That's all yours. All right, we'll give Mr. Davis here just a couple seconds to get his shirt on here, and then we'll get rolling with him. There we go. So, just as we look up here at the crowd, all the parents that you just got done talking to the classmates, just thoughts and emotions right now as you're going to state.
It's always good to go back to state. We've been here 3 times in a row, and all of our fans have been supporting us this whole way, and we can't let them down.
Talk about the game today. Guys got off to a big 12-2 start. Just talk about the game and seeing Seth Anderson on the other side, another big-time basketball player here in Wisconsin.
Our goal was just to set him and Reed Miller down. I mean, those seem like they're 2 best players, and they're players that only look to score. And, for most part of the first half and throughout the game, we got them in foul trouble, and, they couldn't stop me and Terrence down low.
Very good. Okay, so we do a thing. It's called the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House. The players of the game get to do this. They get to look up at the camera right up top there. Yeah, she's waving to you. And you say, I'm in the house, all right? But you can put your own special spin on it. Some guys flex, some guy, whatever you want to do. All right, I'll count you down from 3, all right? Ready? All right, so 3. There you go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm in the house.
Nice job. Congratulations. Okay. All right, there he was, guys. Johnny Davis, our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game. And we'll have highlights of this game coming up later tonight. I am going to head now back to Marshfield as we've got Division I sectional final. Spash is going to take on Oshkosh North. Big-time battle there in Division I. That takes place at Bozen Fieldhouse up in Marshfield. And so we're going to head up there and check that out. We'll bring you highlights of that game along with Columbus Catholic and Green Bay New Lutheran. All that happens tonight. So I got a long night ahead of me, but no worries. We'll get the job done. And you can find all that on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Show. All those highlights will be up before midnight tonight. And we look forward to bringing them to you. So, again, thanks for watching. Thanks to our top-line sponsors tonight. We'll throw the YMCA in there, YMCA at Marshfield. Make sure to call those folks. Tell them thank you. Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale. V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere. Abbey Bank, with locations all across central Wisconsin. Nasonville Dairy, Forward Financial, Security Health Plan, Sport and Spine Clinic of Auburndale and Marshfield. Remember, you have a choice. You get a referral. You can choose, and you should choose Sport and Spine Clinic of Auburndale and Marshfield. Wow, there we go. So final here, Red Raiders move on. Marshfield, their season does come to an end. So we will watch now in Division II as these Red Raiders play late on Friday morning down at the Kohl Center. And we'll probably head down there and watch them, see how they do. Guys, again, Jason with the Zaleski Sports Show. We will see you next time.